I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and this is specifically for my divine feminines, or those that share more of their feminine energy in the twin flame dynamic. I don't feel well, so bear with me. I'm not gonna say pardon me or excuse me because, for one, I'm giving a message even when I don't feel well, so that should be like, hey, shout out to you. So, anyways, the fuck. Because I had a conversation with myself prior to doing this, and I always have conversations with myself, especially in the mirror, and I've been like that since I was a kid. Like, I would always rehearse things before I actually did it. I wanted to be an actress, so I was always in the mirror acting and portraying things out that I thought in my mind. And anyways, so I had this whole conversation with myself before I did this video, and I was like, it's probably going to be somebody who's going to be like, ew, you got on camera that look like that? And I was like, girl, why? You know why? Because it takes confidence to be able to speak your mind and do what you do and talk about what you believe when other people are marching to the beat of a drum somewhere way further than where you are. And so to be able to have the confidence and the freedom to speak on something that you believe in and the things that you are knowledgeable about is a true feat in itself. So I was like, Kendra, just do the video. Okay. That was my sidebar. Now back to this. So, feminine energy, the more spiritual dynamic in the twin flame aspect. I'm playing around with this theory in my mind that, and I'm sitting in the bathroom because if I don't sit in the bathroom by myself, then my kid is gonna follow me, and I'm not gonna be able to get this video out there. I'm gonna have a seat right here because I need to sit down because I don't really feel well. So this is what I was thinking. So for the longest, and I don't know how long you've been on your spiritual, like your twin flame journey, right? Let me start here. I feel like where I am in my twin flame dynamic, it's been like, I don't know why I want to say 3 seasons. Oh, it's been since, what? I think like June 2020 is when I found out I was a twin flame. May is when I started watching tarot, but throughout the summer of 2020 is when I really was like peeping around like, am I a twin flame? Are you sure? Right? And as time went along, of course, I realized that either if I'm not a twin flame, I'm not even gonna say that. If I'm not, I'm just hypersensitive to this one particular individual's energy. Very hypersensitive to it. However, let me say this. The journey and the dynamic of the aspect of the twin flame journey, from what I understand, is more about you coming home into a sense of self, right? So a lot of times we miss a dynamic that you had, a relationship dynamic that you had with the person that is your twin flame or your divine masculine, divine counterpart, whatever, right? And so where I am now and my realization of it is that this journey was more so for you to be able to love yourself better, have better, to learn how to love unconditionally. But I really feel like it's to love yourself unconditionally, because you remember at the beginning of this video when I said the conversation that I had with myself before I got onto this video, and I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna trip about how I look. I'm just gonna get the message out there, right? So the journey itself is more so of you just being very in tune and very happy with self and the growth, and through the different cycles and the moon cycles and the different energy shifts that have occurred since you have embarked on your spiritual journey, right? I want you to take a moment And if you want to reflect, if you want to push pause, that's fine. But I want you to just, at some point after watching this video, be proud of yourself and the growth that you've, well, how can I say this? I don't want to say endured, but the growth that you have, what's the word I'm looking for? The changes that have occurred, the growth that you experienced. There it goes. I don't feel well. And so I'm trying to get this out. Because I'm like, you need to do this video. You need to do this video. Anyways, I make content all the time, and there's a lot of things that I don't post, and it's amazing and it's incredible. And then I don't post it, but applaud yourself for the changes and the growth that has occurred during your evolution of your consciousness and yourself. I made a video on TikTok the other day, and I don't know if I spelled conscious correctly. There's like 2 different ways to spell it, and I don't know if I used the right one. It's been bothering me, and I'm like, do I want to take the video down for that typo? Because it bothers me like that. But anyways, anyhow, so this is the other part of this thought that I was having, is that, okay, during the twin flame journey, you're hypersensitive, I feel like more emotional than anything to this person's energy. So a lot of us tend to watch a lot of readings because we want to know, what's going on with that person thinking about us. Is that person thinking about us? What's going on? You're so attached to the outcome of the journey, that the bare minimum of, and this is the thing, I don't know many twin flames that are in communication or that communicate with one another, and they're also not volatile. So what that means is it's not a violent relationship. It's not it triggers you, and that person can be kind of narcissistic a little. I would say more egotistical because they're not pouring into you the way that you're pouring into them, right? Which is some type of triggering thing from some type of trauma that you experienced as a child. And so it's something that you're learning to heal from, right? Where there be abandonment issues or, I can't think of anything else. Just put, what I'm saying, place it where it fits for you, right? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the communication is very minimum. It's very, very, very minimum. And so even when you find yourself reaching out to this person, the person doesn't reach back out to you. And so I had this thought to myself recently because you guys are never actually separated from one another. You're always in sync with one another. And that's the reason why this person is so perceptive of your energy and vice versa, right? But as I started detaching and surrendering the connection to the universe, I manifested someone else. And this person came through expeditiously. You feel me? And it gave me this interesting thought that while I'm communicating with this other individual, how much I tolerated speaking or dealing with the dynamic or being too heavily attached to the twin flame, right? And it's because it's like, damn, it's not anything necessarily wrong with you. It's you're too attached. Excuse me, you're too attached to this individual. You know what I'm saying? So I know for some of y'all, I don't know anybody who's really like dated outside their twin flame. But I would say, as you're learning to love yourself, if you can stand it, see if you can manifest you somebody as you detach. And it could just be somebody that I wouldn't say this person is a place for it because you don't want to play with anybody's emotions or anything like that. But it will give you a new perspective on how how can I say this? The bare minimum is not much. Does that make sense? For somebody to communicate with you, for you to ask somebody a question and for them to reply, and for you just to have a simple flowing conversation with someone. Now, granted, the dynamic may be different because this person may not know that you are spiritually inclined the way that your twin flame knows. So maybe that is the reason why the twin flame dynamic is a little bit different and kind of makes that person be like, "What? This is weird," right? But I've had a conversation with this individual, and we spoke it, and I didn't really was like, oh, da, da, da. But I was like, I read. We talked about astrology a little bit, and he even gave me some info that I was like, okay, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't think about something like that. So I'm just saying this to say, don't settle. Don't be too attached is mainly what I want to say. Don't be too attached. Because I feel like the journey in itself is mainly for you to rise to the challenge of growing. You know what I'm saying? For you to evolve spiritually with your gifts, with the fact that you'll have unconditional love for yourself because you're going to start putting up boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Not only with the dynamic of that person, right? I don't want to say your person because I just don't want to use that. But I just want to say, just look at it a little bit different. Detached from it. I keep seeing prominent angel numbers when I say certain things. I've seen 12, 22, and 1333. So I just want to say, step back. Detach from the outcome. And this is my person. We're going to be together. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you knew this person wasn't your twin flame, or if you knew you were a twin flame and you hadn't met your twin flame yet, would you still be attached to this person that you never met before? Boom. That's it right there. If you knew that you was on a twin flame journey and you had not met your twin flame yet, how could you be attached to something that you've never yet experienced? All you knew is that there is a person. I feel like this is like a runaway mountain. I don't know. That's what I just got in my mind. All you know is that there's a person out there who is your twin flame. You have not met this person yet, but they exist. 1, 4, 5, 6. They exist. They exist. But you have to heal and do the spiritual work that you need to do to detach from certain things around you for you to come in union with this person. I'm just saying. I don't know. I feel like I'm giving y'all a lot of different things. I just want you to detach. That's my message. That's it. That's all I got. I'll go ahead and post this. And then I want y'all to drop in the comments. Tell me. I want you to watch it. I hope you watch this whole video through. I'm manifesting this video find who it needs to find. And I just want us to have a conversation. Like, seriously. And I just want to hear your thoughts and your opinions on this. Okay? All right, y'all. Y'all be well. Y'all be peaceful. Surrender to change. Because I just see 15:55. I was low-key kind of waiting on it because I saw the timer and it was changing. But surrender to change. I'm so sorry. I'm so congested. I do not feel good. But anyways, that's all that I have for y'all. I will see you guys later. I probably won't do any readings until like Monday or Tuesday. But if you need one, email me. We'll get to it as soon as I feel much better. But anyways, I love you guys. Be well. Be kind to yourselves. Treat yourself well. And establish good boundaries, okay? All right, peace.